Hello, my name is Heather Frucci. I am completing this video for Mr. Robert Arquette's class at Lourdes University for the College of Business and Leadership for the class Business 340, Section A. This summer of 2016, I will be completing a dual bachelor degree in accounting and finance and moving on starting in the fall of 2016 to start my MBA program, which I should complete by the summer of 2017. This class has given me the opportunity to go find a job and get some experience in the field I want to be in, and I have found that I love it. I was offered a full-time position with Loveland Sussman Group. It's a local CPA firm out of Toledo, and there's roughly 10 people that work there. There are 3 partners in the firm. There is Eric, Lee, and Tom, and there is a principal, Judy, who will be taking the position of one of the 3 if one of them should retire or decide to leave, which I don't see happening anytime soon. And everyone there has been wonderful and helped me out. I have gotten to go out on 2 different audits. I have done 2 in-house audits. And auditing is something that I love doing in school, and I have found that I still love doing it out in the field or in the office. But academically, I have found that it's very different than what I originally thought. I thought it would be pretty fun, pretty easy. Everything would be right at your fingertips. Everyone would be willing to help you. I found going out on an audit that we were left to fend for ourselves, digging through filing cabinets and then have to go put stuff back away. I guess not everyone's as up on their technology as I would expect. From other people, I have found, though, that they use Paychex, which is an online source, so then we can do an in-house audit right from our firm. And I have really liked doing that. You can find everything you need. You can find the investments, you can find their 401ks, you can find who worked how many hours, their starting date, their termination date, their pay, their current pay, and then use that to complete your audit. I've also done the input of trial balances, which is pretty simple if you just have the basic trial balance given to you from our client. Those usually don't take that long because it's just plugging the numbers into the correct fields they go in. But then there are compilations where you just get all of the customer's information, and I have found this to be extremely difficult. I am used to, from the classroom, you would do every single transaction. You wrote every single transaction down in the book. You journalized everything. I have found that when you're doing a compilation, that you take the overall numbers of the category it goes in and you put it in. So I have found this to be very difficult for me to understand what transaction is exactly affecting the other transaction. Even though I know this, it's not the way that I was taught, and I have found that it's been really hard for me. I've been struggling in this area. It's slowly getting better, which I know I've only been there 5 weeks, so I'm not going to be a pro at it. That's another thing that I felt like I knew so much because my grades reflected that I'm a good student, that I learned, that I put my time into stuff. I'm focused, I'm determined. I know all of that. But when it comes to being at work, I feel like I know nothing compared to everyone else around me. These people are so knowledgeable. Every single one of them have a strong area that they will help you out in, and you know everyone's strengths through what their job titles are, most of them. Some people have auditing, some have tax, some have reviewing everything. We have one lady that just does the QuickBooks because she's really good at that. So I found that I'm learning a little bit of each of it. I don't know what my strongest suit is. I thought it would be auditing, and I am doing good in it. I'm just not as good as what I thought I would be or what I expected to be. I have also gotten a chance to do taxes one time, and it was just to do 5500s for one client that is made up. It's one client that has 4 individual units. So I got to do their extensions are the 5500s, and that was a little more difficult because it was in a different software that I wasn't used to yet and I haven't used. So I'm kind of nervous for when the tax season comes, and I haven't done that yet. So far, everything I am doing there is away from the tax side. They have me basically focused on the auditing side and learning that software program that we have in-house, and then how it relates to each individual client that I have done, that I've journalized or that I've audited. Tomorrow, I get to go out in a super exciting audit. I wish I could tell you who, because I'm very excited about doing this one. And I have one senior person going with me, which they said last year they had 3. So I'm very nervous about this. I have found, though, that everyone is willing to help me work through anything I don't understand. And I have been told over and over again, don't worry, because there's nothing you do that we cannot correct or we cannot change. There's no mistake that we can't take back. So that's been nice, which I've only had 2 mistakes that have been something that we had to start over from where we were. Just today actually was one of them. I spent 6 hours putting clients' information in, and the guy that was originally helping me do this client was out of the office until 4:30 today. And when he came back, he came in to see how I was doing, and I told him where I stopped at because I didn't have all of the information. So he helped me find the information, and then when we went back in and looked at the trial balance, he realized that she had $50,000 extra dollars somewhere lingering around, but we couldn't find where at first. So we had to go back and erase all the adjustments that I had spent all day putting in and figuring out. Luckily, I had them all written down, so we can go back and do that part now. And he went over it with me, and we found out where the mistake was at, and it was 2 different places that we have to question her about before we can actually move on with the audit to complete it. And overall, I've been really, really excited. I thought I would like this, but I have found that I truly do love what I am doing. It's not waking up and being miserable going to work. It's me looking forward to going to work every day. I want to get up. I want to go to work. I've even brought work home with me to go over stuff to make sure I understand it, because I don't want to be holding anyone else back around me, even though I know everyone has been understanding and has stepped up and helped me in any way they can. I just want to make sure I put my best foot forward and I give it my all, and I do what I can to make sure that I succeed in this area and I succeed in this company, because I plan on being with this company for a long time. Another great thing about the company is I want to get my CPA. They will pay for my CPA. They will pay for me to sit for my CPA. They also pay for, you have to have 24 CPE hours, which is renewing your CPA hours. It's keeping up to date on things that you need to keep up on them. And there's certain things that I've realized already being there, like words that I've never heard, like yellow book that goes with governmental accounting. And I just had governmental accounting and I didn't know what yellow book was. So I questioned it and they said, that's normal. Don't worry about it, but it's a good thing you brought it up to us. So now they are looking into getting a CPE class for me and another new girl, so that we can get training on yellow book, so we will know what's going on and we have a basic knowledge of that. Overall, I am pleased. I am beyond pleased. I'm so excited that I had this experience. I'm so excited that I get to continue on with this experience, and it's not just an internship now. I'm excited I get to stay here and I get to wake up and go to work every day. I was really disappointed in the beginning when I had a job offer that fell through, and I was devastated, thinking it was going to mess up my plans and I didn't know where I was going to go from there. But everything seemed to work out. I just had to stay positive, stay motivated, go find something and look for something. And it actually happened to be Eric Gullis who called me prior to this job falling through to offer me to come in for an interview. And he sounded very disappointed when I had said I already accepted a job. So when I called him back and I interviewed with him and 4 other people, which was very different to interview with 5 people, within a firm. Normally I've only interviewed with 1-2 people at the most. So that was kind of nerve-wracking, but everyone said how great I did and how impressed they were, like on my first day when they spoke to me. The first day I went, they took me out to eat and made me feel like I was very welcomed. And there were 3 people that went along, one of the partners and then 2 of the senior managers went along. So kind of felt personal and I wasn't just another number. They tried to get to know me. So, and then they also give away tickets to Mud Hens games to whoever wants them. They have 4 seats. So to any of the games, it's first come, first serve. So those little perks are always nice too. Having insurance is amazing again. Like after being a student and being out of work, I haven't had insurance. So that's just another benefit. Everything overall, I couldn't say. I'm beyond words for how happy and how excited I am.